Super Saiyan Rage, the main event, because this is my community. Super Saiyan Rage. Where do I start? I, the TSO Sage, have decided to spin the block on a video that I haven't done in a long time. It's tier time. We ain't done a good old tier list in a long time. There's been new forms that I've been revealed to. There's been new opinions, new discourse. And I think it's time that we revamp the Dragon Ball transformation tier list. Starting off with a very controversial form as of late, Super Saiyan 3. For me, I know the discourse as of late due to has had a lot of people turn on Super Saiyan 3. And I was never exactly the biggest fan of it myself. I do think at some point in time, it may be seen as something that is not overhated in the sense it deserves to be put on a high pedestal, but overhated in the sense that people are just basically copying and pasting a take. But I definitely have my reasons for not liking the form. I don't think it's anywhere near peak Dragon Ball. I think this is a Dragon Ball form. It's very cool. It's very cool. Iconic screams, hell, even iconic movie moments, but it doesn't accomplish much in like the actual continuity of the story, in my opinion. I understand Gotenks has this as well. It's not just Goku, but I think that's another issue with it. You would think it'd be more prominent with Gotenks, but it actually is more prominent with Goku. It's not that I couldn't put it in I could do without in terms of if I had to improve the form or improve the story of Dragon Ball, it would be a chance that I erase Super Saiyan 3 altogether or have Goku master the form. But the reason why I'm not going to put it in that tier is because it's not as if the form didn't provide anything for me entertaining wise. I think it's literally a Dragon Ball form. Orange Piccolo. I have to pay more attention because I've obviously read the manga, watched the movie twice now, and I'm for it because he's a Namekian that made a wish on the Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls are a Namekian thing, yada, yada, yada. So you may not like the logistics of the form. You may not like how the form came to be, or you love how the form came to be. I'm not going to act like it's not fucking cool, though. It's pretty fucking cool. At some point, I gotta be honest. It's literally like, just look at him. I actually am on the favoring side rather than the non-favoring side. I've definitely argued in rage rants, in other transformation rants that, hey, it's crazy y'all have this smoke for X, Y, and Z, but in hindsight, he wished for the form. But that wasn't necessarily me saying I despise the form. I do like the idea that a Namekian made a wish on the Dragon Balls, a Namekian concept. And yeah, I like a lot of things about this form. I don't think anything necessarily throws me off. I guess in hindsight, you could argue, nah, Sid, you're overthinking it. Why couldn't Goku wish for more power or all these other people? I hear that, but then I raise you like the shit that happens in this form. Like it, maybe Superhero boosted the shit out of what this form did. We have to see what the manga is going to do with it in the future. But I also love that Piccolo got a transformation, and maybe that's a bit biased, but it is what it is. Rose. I mean, I gave coolness points earlier. I'm not walking back now. What if I called Orange Piccolo fire? Rose's fucking fire. I'm not gonna call it peak because it is literally a different version of blue, but this nigga, though, I've never seen a transformation specifically have a bag. And I know what y'all are gonna think. No, you have different moves. Super Saiyan 3 has different moves. Golden Frieza has different moves all day. No. This is a transformation with like an exclusive bag. like this nigga turns Rose, and all of a sudden this nigga got scythes, swords, can cut shadow clones, all this extra shit just because it's pink hair now. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't need to debate that shit. You know what else I don't need to debate? Ego's peak, bro. This is like the perfect concept for Vegeta. Like, absolutely. Different direction. Very, very, very believable gimmick behind the transformation. And it's already displayed immediately that it doesn't make him broken. I love this transformation for him. I'm not going to go too into detail because it can somewhat be like a spoiler kind of thing. Yeah, absolutely. You can't go wrong. This one, they went completely wrong. I'm not even gonna hit the censor. The form's ugly, and I don't know how people don't think it's an ugly form. It has like this ugly bluer key because the blue key around Super Saiyan Blue itself was debatable. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't like the sparkles. I don't like the sparkles, all that extra shit going on. It just has too much going on the screen. Then what happens with it, what it does. It winds up being like just a filler transformation for ego. On top of that, I don't like cheap rehashes, bro. I don't like cheap rehashes. I'm not a fan. Major moment in Vegeta's character with the Buu Saga, trying to say, see how far Vegeta's came. Not a fan of it. Black Frieza. I don't know too much about Black Frieza. Form looks fucking awesome. He immediately one-taps people. Not gonna say who, but he immediately starts one-tapping. I'm not gonna call it peak because, like, the fuck, but it's definitely fire. Absolutely. Golden Frieza. I'm gonna say Golden Frieza is a form. And I know that's gonna be slandered. I know that's gonna get cooked. For me, Golden Frieza, when he's transforming into Golden Frieza, I think consistently has some of the best transformation. When he has that like deity music in the background and shit is glowing and things like that, I fuck with it. But in terms of like the transformation itself, what it does, I find myself liking other Frieza forms. Just again, aesthetics. Maybe I just think the form's low-key ugly. Maybe that's what it is. All along, I think the form's low-key ugly. I'm just not impressed enough to say it's fire or peak. Potential untapped for the 5th time. True ultimate mystic Gohan. I could do without it. I'm not gonna lie. He has some redeeming moments. He has that one moment in Dragon Ball Super when he transforms into it when Piccolo's training him and shit like that. I fuck with it. But I don't like the concept of Gohan getting his untapped potential untapped again. I'm gonna be blunt. A little too lazy. I'm all for not having hair dye on every transformation. Absolutely. You're going to see a transformation that I think in high regard because of that. But it's hard to tell when he's in Mystic. It's just, nah, I'm good. I'm good without it. Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I mean, I'm not gonna be different. It's fire. I'm not gonna be different for the sake of being different. This is fucking awesome ass transformation. Yeah, I don't need to explain that. This is the raffle form, whatever the fuck. I actually love this concept, chat. I love this concept. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna put it in peak, but I love this concept. I love the idea that like he's just some guy that is controlling the Ozaru transformation, getting stronger as the fight goes on. This right now, like these are not in order, but this is like my favorite one in fire right now. And I know that's a scorcher, but deal with it. I dead love this concept and idea. I hope they don't go entirely away from it, but then again, he kind of like burst through his limits, and I guess now he's a Super Saiyan holding the Ozaru form, but just the aesthetic of like a Saiyan just getting like these fucking orange eyes and the hair spiking up a bit, I fucking love it. I absolutely love it. Final form Frieza, the purple and white one, this is easy peak. We don't need to... Gang, I understand Golden Frieza is stronger. I understand Black Frieza is stronger. But like, this is the form that like when you name Frieza, you think of this despite him having 2 other stronger transformations. That alone means a ton. And the worst part is it's not even a nostalgia thing. In the literal last episode of fucking Super, this form gets its chance to shine. Hell, even in the manga, when he turns into Black Frieza, he then quickly goes back to final form Frieza. This is such an iconic transformation for him. This is literally who the fuck he is. Dog, like, I don't need to keep explaining it. Gohan Beast. Gohan Beast is very interesting for me. Is it fucking cool? Absolutely. Can it be explained and does it make sense? Yes. But do you have to like said explanation? No. I'm going to say this is more a Dragon Ball form than objectively fire, but there's a lot to be determined. Because every day I wake up, sometimes I like the hair being that tall and sometimes I don't. But I do like the look. I love the red eyes. Let me be very clear. I love the red eyes with Beast Gohan. I love the cockiness he has with the form. And then he even kind of like subtly has control with it. Like before he powers down, he's just kind of chilling with Piccolo. I like that scene. So he's just not like a fucking rage bot. This form, I think it's fair to say this form deserves more time before I call it peak. And if you think it's fire, go for it. If you could do without it, go for it. But I think right now, it's fair to say this is a Dragon Ball form. First form Frieza. Fire. Yeah, it's fire. First form Frieza accomplishes a fuck ton. And it kind of has the similar concept of his final form where, hey, don't judge this little ass nigga like he won't squad wipe all your friends and family. So yeah, I don't even need too much to explain to that. This form accomplishes a fuck ton. He was the emperor of the universe in only And niggas only seen that transformation. Second form Frieza, it was necessary for Frieza to transform. However, in terms of what it does, it's a Dragon Ball form. Third form Frieza, I think literally textbook definition is I could do without. Literally, you remove third form Frieza and just have Frieza go to its final form. Not much changes if you just remove third form Frieza from the story and have him go from second to final. First form Cell, easy fire, absolute fire. Great design, great concept, even better execution in my opinion. The only reason I'm not gonna call it peak is just like at some point you get used to the gimmick and then obviously he's like, he don't even want his own form. Second form Cell. This is not slander to Dragon Ball. But by design, nah. Literally, by design, the editors told Big Tori, nah. Then the story was painted for Cell to literally be going around in this form like, nah. Perfect Cell. Look, y'all, I get it. Cell's overrated. Cell is not that interesting. Stop it. That's a peak transformation. That's come on. You if you think the personality is overrated, fine. This form is built up like the first two forms do a hell of a job, probably the best job out of every transformation from an antagonist perspective of building up a transformation. Perfect Cell literally hit every single measuring point, nail, whatever you needed to do. He gets shit done, bro. He gets shit done immediately. Then you talk about presentation, tanking a final flash, showing off insane regeneration. Then this cocky son of a bitch is like, fuck it, we gonna wait 10 days before we go to war and I blow shit up. What are we talking about? Granola with like a scouter or DMS granola. I think it's cool. I don't know if it's in the same tier. I'd put him here, and maybe Phi is going to get split up into two tiers because I think Phi has a really wide range right now. But DMS Granola is pretty cool. Grade 2. So these forms are designed to be flawed. I actually like the fact that flawed Super Saiyan forms were shown in the series. However, Grade 2 is a Dragon Ball form to me. It does accomplish a ton. Let's be very clear. But I'm just, for me, I was just like, okay, I guess we can move on. Now, this is a scorcher. This is a take that I know I'm gonna get killed if I don't explain it. Grade 3, in terms of what it was supposed to do, I actually think it's fire. I love the concept that, yo, this is a flawed transformation. Do not do this. Do not just power up to fucking bigger muscles. I love the concept that it's immediately shown like, yo, you fucking idiot. This is so stupid. Don't do this. Like do not do this. And it had direct results. I love that the story was bold enough to do something like that, especially with a newer character like Trunks, who it even makes sense to be a character like Trunks. I'm actually all for it. Ozaru form, I'm not gonna lie. Over time, I've started to like the form less. I don't know. He's just a big ass monkey. It's cool. Mastered Ultra Instinct. I'm gonna be blunt. If we taking this to like the mangas and shit, easy peak. What are we doing? If we're talking just Tournament of Power, you have a conversation on fire. But if we're taking Mastered Ultra Instinct into the manga and all that other shit, oh, what are we talking about? And because I don't see things like TUI and other things on here, I'm going to go ahead and just give it benefit of the doubt. But yeah, even if you were to talk exclusively anime, the scenes that MUI gets are just beautiful. You honestly just have to hate the aesthetic or like its counterpart, which we'll talk about its counterpart when we get to it, to the point where you might want to lower it. But yeah, no, absolutely. MUI is like probably the best executed super form outside of maybe unironically Ego, which makes sense. These are like your two main characters now. The Golden Azar was a cool thing to do. I don't know if I think it's like fire or anything, but it was a cool thing to do. I appreciate the fact that it exists. It's a form though. Topo, God of Destruction Topo. Look, man, I'm not a big Topo fan, top fan, whatever the fuck. Form kind of gangster though. Now, the only reason that it's not insta fire for me is one word.
Hakai.
He just like it. I'm being so serious. This would be fire because the design is awesome. But the fact that he just spams Hakai over and over and over again. And when he's not doing that, he's using the same Justice Flash that he was already spamming over and over and over again. It's not too many cool concepts. My favorite thing that he does is like damn near one-tap Frieza when he like squishes his head. That was awesome. If we have more scenes like that, I would easily put this in fire. This, unironically, is the first form for me. Execution was his biggest issue. Fire, like look at the design. The design's awesome, but dog, it's just him spamming over and over and over again. It shows his inexperience as a destroyer.
That's fine. I ain't gotta like that shit though.
Hey, that's what I be saying. Yo, chat. Hey, editor, make sure that makes the cut. Because that's kind of like what I be talking about in the comment section when y'all be on some well actually shit. Bro, I can understand. We could sit here and talk about the concept on every single transformation and explain almost every single transformation. And to a point where, yes, logistics and reasoning explain why X form does Z. Absolutely. But do you like every single explanation and logistical reason behind a transformation? Hell no. And if you do,
oh, you caught, buddy.
If all they got to do is explain why something happened and you're on board, good for you. But I am not getting caught up in that bullshit. Being said, this form, I'm about to hold moral. And I'm not gonna lie, I just gotta keep it a bean. I not only like the older one more, he just looked like Cell. And that's kind of fucked up. Cause that's not fair. He accomplishes cool shit, but I just couldn't erase the fact he just looks like Cell with horns. Like in the face, he just Cell. Jiren's raging power. Hot take, I could do without that shit. I didn't like Jiren essentially getting that red aura around him. I didn't like giving Jiren shiny red aura. I wasn't a fan of it. Ultra Instinct Omen. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm being so serious. If this ain't peak for you, I just don't know what you like. You had insane buildup, foreshadowing. Cool shit galore. It didn't turn into, oh, Goku has a new hair dye. Hell, the nigga got like silver eyes and shit. Probably, and this may be a hot take too, but falling into a spirit bomb and then boxing the strongest nigga known to man may be the best introduction of all of these forms outside of perhaps one other one on this list. And even that one would concede, yo, in terms of in that same arc doing cool shit, what the fuck? This nigga did a skateboard Kamehameha. No, bro, absolutely. I don't know what else you demand out of a transformation if Ultra Instinct Omen isn't up there. Now, remember when I said outside of one other form? Yeah. yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. In fact, I'm going to go a step further. Yeah, I'm going to go one step further. I think it's a two-man race. You can talk about it however you want. It's a two-man race to me. It's a two-man race. I think, literally, what do you want out of a Dragon Ball transformation? Literally, I don't see what you say. I don't see what you say wrong about fucking Super Saiyan. You talk about foreshadowing, build up, execution. My God, that scene is like one of the most iconic scenes in anime history. Then the way things are delivered, the demeanor in Goku changing, the fun-loving troll Kakarot that we always knew is like, go on, get the fuck out of here. Huh? What? What do you mean?
Get on the fucking ship now.
Oh shit. This is literally the OG, one of one, still relevant. Mastering Super Saiyan or stacking Super Saiyan onto other techniques is a concept they are still using today. This is literally the OG, one of one. The only other form, the reason why Omen's even on the same tier as Super Saiyan is because I do think Ultra Instinct is going to go down a similar path of, hey, we're going to constantly build across this one transformation. There's going to be constant usage of this transformation. Granted, MUI would technically be that, but then I just think this one looks way cooler than that. So there you go. God, a lot of people hate God now, and I don't see it. I don't get the 180 on the God form. I don't understand where that's coming from. A lot of people are starting to turn on the fact that, hey, it's a ritual. I don't care. The ritual is fucking cool. And in everything it does on screen is like some of the best techniques in the book. This nigga Goku did a Rasengan, put a nigga in a goddamn cage, and that's from one fucking movie. The nigga in Super looked at Kefla and Caulifla, and they were like, pew, pew. They're even using the form now in the sense of powering up and down from blue to God, so it's still relevant even today. Absolutely one of the best forms in Dragon Ball history. I ain't gonna lie. I get niggas don't like GT. I get that GT fans will tell you to put your leg behind your right ear, your left leg behind your right ear, while you're high as shit and drunk, cross-faded, watching in sub, not dub, not even Japanese sub, the Spanish dub, pardon me, just to appreciate the glorious king that is Dragon Ball GT. Super Saiyan form is peak, or you yapping? Super Saiyan 4 is not peak, you are yapping. I'm not gonna lie. It's damn near, like, it's like the GOAT explanation, but I just think it does have some flaws within it. As you guys know, I'm not hot take hunting when I say this. I'm really not a fan of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Aesthetically, it's fucking awesome, but I understand why he had to do what he had to do, but just wasn't all the best execution for me. But I love Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and to a degree, I love Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as well. I don't even need to explain it. Look at the fucking form. This is arguably the best design form in Dragon Ball history. It's going to be hard to match that. Super Saiyan 2 with
Gohan.
GOAT. In general, I'm gonna be nice and say fire, but you could argue a form. When we're talking about Super Saiyan 2 with multiple characters, Caulifla, Goku, Vegeta, Kaba, gang. Not to mention it suffers the same thing as Mystic Ultimate True Rare Edition Potential Unleashed Gohan, where, again, yes, the zappy zaps and sometimes the bangs are the tell for my, but dog, you don't have to be an asshole about these things. This is the second transformation on this list. You genuinely have a hard time to seeing, oh, is he in 2? Is he in 1? I know that for a fact because for you niggas on that shit, you'll sit there and debate
Each other.
Super Saiyan Blue. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. A Saiyan that captured the ability of Super Saiyan God, but then stacked on Super Saiyan, so now he has the levels beyond a Saiyan God. Perhaps some would call it a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. Yo, you happy as shit you changed your name to Blue, because you would have been in non tier. In terms of Super Saiyan Blue, it's a transformation. It's a transformation. I appreciate the chorus that they have on it, where anytime someone goes blue, Goku and Vegeta just like, oh shit getting real. And then on top of that, it has the so again, I like how they try to like push the form onto you and how the form is taken care of and represented, but it just doesn't hit. Blue Kaioken, fire scene, but outside of that, it's like same thing. The only thing that would make me maybe do this is because I love the concept. I do appreciate the idea of, hey, fans were actually onto something. What if this nigga did try to put Kaioken on something? I think it's better executed most times than not, honestly. Yeah, I will say it's fire, because now I'm thinking about it, Blue Kaioken doesn't just go out there and troll most of the time. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's fire. Super Saiyan Rage, the main event, because this is my community. Super Saiyan Rage. Where do I start? The only redeeming thing I can say about Super Saiyan Rage is when it looks specifically like this, it's cool. But I guess to start off,
It doesn't consistently look like this.
the form then grows pupils. The form then, and I shit you not, you're going to think I'm trolling, loses the blue aura, and it becomes, of all the transformations, we've talked about the bangs, we've talked about the bangs, zappy zaps. There's even points where you genuinely have zero way of telling if he's in Rage or Super Saiyan outside of, well, narratively speaking, why would he just power down? But in terms of looking at the motherfucker, he literally, at some point in the series, I shit you not, has pupils, no aura, and the hair looks the same. It's fucking ridiculous. So the form isn't even consistent in the aesthetic, the best part about it. Now let's talk about the piece of shit. First of all, this is the one form that you legitimately cannot explain. And I say that to people all the time. In Rage Defenders, maybe it's more so Dragon Ball stands where everything is peak. People come out and get mad at such a claim. You literally
cannot explain the form.
In fact, I have a dedicated video where we explain the fucking form, and
Everyone
said something different. One person talked about the timelines. One person thought it was a combination of Trunks' potential unleashed with God Ki fusion. Speaking of God Ki, one person just thinks it's because he didn't break the Z sword. One person thinks it's the spirit energy of an apocalyptic future. There are so many headcanon-y ass ways that people have tried to make sense of the form, and all content creators have looked at this shit and said, yeah, I mean, this is about the close I can get because it doesn't quite make sense. It's not the most explained. It's not even in the manga. But you niggas, you dumbass TSO niggas, and yes, I'm saying dumbass TSO niggas because only this community tries to gaslight me that this is a good transformation. It's literally only this community. This is easily the laziest transformation with the weakest explanation. My bad. It
doesn't exist.
Now let's get to the fucking best part. But let's say you've even attempted to explain why it's there. There is no fucking way that this nigga made a spirit bomb. There is no fucking way. Get up on an apocalyptic Earth on 1 HP that got hit with the fucking
Zero mortal plan.
and this nigga summons Genki energy to begin with. Then not only does he summon Genki energy enough to fucking craft a sword, but it's so potent it kills fused Zamasu. The best fucking part about Rage that makes it a piece of shit. The best part about Rage that makes it a piece of shit. Editor, don't edit around that. I want him to hear me say this 3 times. The best part about Rage that makes it a piece of shit.
It don't even do nothing.
You niggas, you dumbass niggas, literally act like this form accomplishes something. Like you niggas with dead act like it does. It doesn't do anything. He cut Zamasu in half, the nigga merged with the universe. He low-key made shit 10 times worse. Stupid ass transformation, horrible transformation. It's a piece of shit loser. Gary Stu, ass pull, L form. I fucking hate it so much. And the best part of it all is that's the tier I'm naming it. It's in piece of shit loser ass Gary Stu Goober L form. I hate it form. Fuck Super Saiyan Rage. But for now, we are in the part 2 of this video. You guys say that I, always take L. Some dude said Rare Sage W even, because every person on the screen that doesn't mirror your opinion had an L list. Now's your chance to make the fucking list. I'm going to take a picture, and we're going to see what chat comes up with. Let's see the difference of opinions between me and chat. Chat, spam up. Super Saiyan 3. Fire. A form, peak, fire it is. Fire overwhelmingly. Overwhelming fire spam. Got some people saying a form now. Oh, you got some people. Actually, fire versus a form. Poll, quick poll. I know it's only 1 tier up and down, but damn, like it is literally that much of a debate. It might be a form. Fire. Orange Piccolo. That one was pretty split too. Rose, peak, fire, peak. I'm gonna put it in peak. Ego, goat, peak. Everybody got peak. That's peak. Blue Evolution, nah. Goat, ass, nah. Without a form, nah. Too many nahs. Black Frieza, form, 5, form, 5. I got it. Golden Frieza, a form. A form. Potential Unleashed, Mystic Gohan, whatever name suits your boat. Poll is up. Oh shit, yeah, it's could do without or a form. That's a form. Legendary Broly, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, the one with the green hair. Go and put it in peak. Raffle form, 5 overwhelmingly. Final form Frieza, peak, got it. Beast, 5. First form Frieza, 5. There's more 5s. There's a couple A forms, but that was 5s. Second form Frieza, A form without, A form, nah. A form, nah. A form, got it. Third form Frieza, nah, holy ass, nah. All right, nah. First form Cell. Nigga chat went crazy on third form Frieza. That's tough. Fire, got it. Second form Cell. Nah. Yeah, I got it. Perfect Cell. Goat, peak. We're gonna put it in peak. DMS Granola. Or Awakened Granola. I forgot what it's actually called. Menacing. What the fuck? 5. Someone put it in fire. Grade 2 Vegeta. A form kicking that ass. Grade 3 Trunks. It's looking like we going A form yet again. The Ozaru. The Monkey. That's A form. MUI. Peak, 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 peak. Yeah, put it up there. Super Saiyan Ozaru. A form, A form, A form, A form, peak, mid as hell. Fuck no. Seeing some Nas now, but A form got it. Outer Destruction Topo. 5 it is. Moro. Oh no, fire's kicking ass. Full power Jiren. And without. I'm gonna go without. UI Omen. Goat, peak, peak, goat. Okay, goat actually won. Super Saiyan. Goat. Oh, see, all right. God. Peak it is. Super Saiyan 4. Goat. Peak. Peak is literally, you know what? I'm gonna put it in goat. Just for vibes. Super Saiyan 2. Goat. Peak. Goat. A form. Yo, how does the disconnect between goat and A form is crazy. Goat for Gohan.
We're not doing that.
If I didn't do that, you're not doing that. It's in general. I'll go peak. Blue. A form got it. Blue Kaioken. Peak. Peak got it. Super Saiyan Rage. Goat. Nah, goat. Ass. Oh my God. Y'all tried to troll. It is literally troll versus no troll. It was an overwhelming nah versus goat. For some reason, this is the main event in this community. Don't know how that happened, but here we are. Nah and goat. Oh, the trolls getting their ass kicked. That's tough, trolls. Niggas is not fucking with that shit. First things first. When comparing list, this is chat list compared to my own. So we both have Super Saiyan and Omen and Goat tier. You guys put 4 up there. In peak, what form that you guys have 2 Gohan up 1, Legendary up 1. We have the same peaks, you just have more. So y'all are just throwing around peak, like the term peak, way more than I am. Which, I mean, I guess, like...
I guess.
Y'all say I'm a Gohan hater. Y'all have Gohan ranked below me. That's actually crazy. But overall, our lists aren't even too different. Y'all just throw the term peak around more than me. That's actually just funny. Our lists are like dead the same. Y'all just have more people in peak. Before we go, we're missing a transformation, and no, it's not Buff Roshi. Chat. At the end of the day, we can ask about where was Tien. We can ask, truly, like seriously. We can ask where was Buff Roshi. We can ask, what about base form Goku Black? We can even ask about where are all the Buu forms? Yeah, where are all the Buu forms? But what I ask consistently, what I think was missing, the transformation that I think is just criminally missing. At the end of the day, chat, comment section, we need to see it down below. I just ask you niggas.
What about Vegeta?
Take care and stay blessed. I'll see y'all next time, man.